Hey everybody, it's me again. I'm going to read you this book called Filet of Soil. Now, soil is another word for something that we call dirt. And it's a book all about dirt. It's like a little poetry book. See if you can hear the rhymes in it. Filet of Soil. So this page actually is not the title page. It's called a glossary. And on a glossary in a book, a glossary is essentially a dictionary with some of the words that you might see in the book that you might not know the meaning of. So it tells you in case you don't know. So let's just have a quick look. It says, the first word says clay. I think we know what clay is, but let's read what the definition is. It says, a readily molded earth used in making bricks and pottery. The next word is dirt, which means earth or soil. Dust is fine particulate matter, which means basically just tiny, tiny dirt, right? Tiny little bits of dry dirt. Grime, black dirt or soot. Muck, a moist mixture of mud. Hey, that's a lot of M words. Moist mixture mud. Mud, wet, sticky, soft earth. Slime, a moist, sticky substance. Slush, partially melted snow or ice. Soil, the uppermost stratum of the earth's crust. That means layer. Stratum's like a layer. Especially the top few inches from which plants and ultimately humans derive their food. So it's the dirt. Soot are black particles of carbon. So like when you burn a fire, you get soot, those little black particles. Tundra, we know what tundra is. We've read a bit about the tundra with the Arctic fox and the harp seal and the walrus hunt. A treeless area of Arctic regions, way, way up north. And this next page is called the dedication page. Remember we talked about how you can actually give your work away to someone. You can give it as a present. Whatever you've written, if you've written a book, you can dedicate it to somebody. So this says, for all the dirty, soiled, muddy, slushy, grimy, mucky, sooty, dusty, slimy things on the earth. That's what it's dedicated to. And here we go. Nothing found upon the earth gets such a dirty deal, like that which rests beneath our feet that acts just like a peel. Look at all those bugs. They're marching. They have signs. This one says, United Ant Workers. Tunnel diggers unite. Yay for ground workers. I like dirt. Protect gravel grubbers. So they're marching because they love dirt. It's plain just like a crust of bread. It comes in shades of brown. We never give it as a present. Or find it in a crown. It goes by many names indeed. We take them all for granted. So here's the names. Grime, mud, soot, tundra, slush, dust, muck, slime, soil. For every time we mention it, our view is fairly slanted. So there's the words again. Maybe you could think of some more words. Can you think of some more words for dirt? If you can think of some different words than the ones that are here. So we have dust, slime, soot, tundra, muck, slush, grime is backwards. Think of some other words for dirt and write them down. And when you have a list, you can send it to me. We call it soil, muck, or mud, or clay, or slush, or soot. But it is nothing less than earth that stands beneath each foot. And his sign says, save our soil. He's standing on the earth. We call it dust within the air that makes us want to sneeze. Achoo! We call it tundra way up north when it begins to freeze. She has a sign that says, equator or bust. So she is so cold because she's up in the North Chile tundra that she wants to go to the equator. Do you remember what the equator is? That imaginary line around the middle of the earth. You can't see it, but it's where the sun is the hottest. So she's cold and she wants to go down to the equator. We sometimes call it grimy if we get it on our clothes. We also call it slimy if it oozes through our toes. And if we glance without delight, it's called a dirty look. See how she looks angry? Sometimes when you look at somebody in an angry way, you call it a dirty look. And if we read what isn't nice, it's called a dirty book. This one says 1001 dirty ant jokes. And the ant is saying, ha 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 ha. But they're probably like potty jokes. Oops, there goes my page. It's an old book. We have a dirty hand if we cheat while playing cards. See, he's hiding his card under the table. He's cheating. We have a dirty mouth, but we never eat the neighbor's yards. So he's probably saying some potty words there. It's called having a dirty mouth. And look who's coming. It says, Mama. She's saying, you cut it out. Or maybe that's his teacher. These words do not do justice. They're worse than dirty terms. The ground is like a palace to those simple things like worms. So there's a little worm happily in the dirt, down underneath, reading her book. She's got her foot up. She's got a good book. It's her home. Over here is a little ant. She's sitting there listening to some music, maybe in her room. And down here is a mole, and he's watching TV in his happy home under the dirt. So there are creatures that really love dirt. Maybe you're one of those creatures that really loves dirt. It grows our grass, our trees, our shrubs, our vegetables and flowers. It is the base to buildings, homes, and never-ending towers. To every creature on our earth, it is a source of food. Oh, I see a hummingbird drinking some nectar from that flower. And an ostrich and a little groundhog and a gorilla and a mouse and a worm. Happy Dirt Day, says the sign. Dirt is more than just a way to say unclean or rude. It is an anchor for our feet and what we're meant to be. Instead of sky for soaring wings and fins to swim the sea. So, dirt may never shine like gold or be considered royal. Look, it's a pile of dirt with a crown on it. Royal means like you're a king or a queen or a princess or a prince. To those whose feet stay on the ground, it is Filet of Soil. The end.